dark fantasy, the gritty, the dark, and the booming. In light fantasy, the little gnomes and fairies and whatever is out there. I'm here to ask one simple question. What are the two fantasy cores? This video is something I know a little bit off from what I'm doing usually, but this video is to focus on two types of cores I've been noticing a lot on TikTok, and they're kind of fucking amazing. There's dark fantasy, and then there's light fantasy. Two different fantasies, but they're amazing. I'm not much of a writer, but I am a reader. I do know what these are. I just want to talk about how amazing they are, or like what we could do if we lived in those situations, and I just want to talk about them for like, I don't know, like a good minute. Like let me do it. Okay, back to our discussion about fantasy versus light fantasy. First, start off with dark fantasy. Dark fantasy is more of the, horror genre of fantasy. Zombies, vampires, bats, ghosts, ghouls, and stuff. That's one of my more favorite because you can do more with horror themes. There's more you can do with it. There's no set standards for doing dark themed shit. And I'm not a writer. I don't know how you do it, but I do know that I think Harry Potter does it. I could be wrong. Don't look at me. Well, shit. I guess whatever you want it to be. Damn. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Dark fantasy is one of the best fantasy cores I've ever heard of. I wish there was more games like it, because one of the games I've been loving as a kid, or one of the first games I ever had as on the Xbox, was Elden Ring. I mean, if you count Skyrim as part of the Elden Ring series, but yeah, one of my favorite games, and I cannot tell you how many times I went back to replay it just to scream Fusroda. One of my favorite times as a kid. I just wish that there was more to it. I only had Xbox, so I couldn't mod the game myself. But yeah, I just wish. Also, a side tangent, I think Minecraft is a dark fantasy game. You can't prove me wrong on that. Go ahead and try to prove me, but you're just wrong. Alrighty, to the second part of the video, we're doing light fantasy now. I know I didn't really explain what dark fantasy was, but I really want this video to be shorter than 10 minutes because I really don't know how to explain it for longer than that. Alrighty, time for light fantasy. Light fantasy is more of the, happy-go-lucky side, more imaginative things to it, like puns, comedy, more happy. Okay, you could imagine Lord of the Rings being under the light fantasy due to its mini books on trolls, goblins, and how you can slay a dragon. I haven't really read it, but still, it's one of the best things out there. I'm gonna list some of it real quick. We got, so yeah, the dark light fantasy video I was working on, the ending got corrupted, so if you're watching the video fully, then like, subscribe, but yeah, I'm not redoing it. I'm sorry. That was at least 10 hours of work I just threw away right there, and I was genuinely pissed. So yeah, I'll be making that for that video probably in 2 weeks, maybe. I'm out of here.